Hello to you all. Welcome back to the bootcamp. Thanks so much for everybody who joined yesterday. I already feel this incredible energy. This is going to be such a good 6 weeks. And for all the people who've watched the recording and the people who've contacted me to say that they're in, even though they didn't make it yesterday, welcome to everybody again. And I want to just jump on here 5 minutes to talk to you and give you some guidance as you go into the bank holiday weekend. I gave you some homework to set an intention ready for Thursday when we're going to kick off and get into this fully. I want you to be thinking about, what do you want to achieve in this 6 weeks? Whatever we tend to go look for as a human being, we tend to find. If we don't set ourselves up to look for it and we leave it to chance, we leave it to chance. So to help you think about and frame your thinking around your goal, remember I asked you to relax, and do this exercise more than once. Don't just sit and relax once and think. Maybe every day, every morning, every night, just sit with some music and really just reflect, what would feel good for you. And to help you with that thought process, I want to share with you 4 categories I believe exist in terms of what people want in life. Most people would fall into wanting these 4 things in their life. The first one is common to all of us, is we want to spend time with people who uplift us, they're positive, good people. We want to enjoy a wide variety of good relationships with good people, generally speaking. We can all agree with that. So that's need and want number 1 in terms of our life. Number 2 is people want to wake up and do something that they enjoy doing. Ideally, that fulfills them and lifts them up, but they enjoy doing it. They're looking forward to waking up and getting on with what they're going to do. The third thing is money. So most people, they don't necessarily want to be billionaires. They don't want a private jet. But I think the majority of people would agree that they want to be able to do the things they want to do without having to think about money. And the fourth one is, I think most people would say, I want to feel happy more often than I'm sad. So I want to have great relationships with lots of good people who fill me up and inspire me. I want to do what I enjoy doing every day. I want enough money to do the things I want to do. And I'd like to feel happy more than I'm sad. Now, number 4, really, you would expect to get thrown in if 1, 2, and 3 are ticked, but not necessarily. Because always remember, happiness is a state of mind. It's a choice. We kind of conditioned to think that happiness comes from something outside of us. It comes from, I'll be happy when. I'll be happy when I have the job that does fill me up. I'll be happy when I'm in the relationship that makes me thrive, or when I've got the friendships I want. I'll be happy when is leaving your life happiness to chance, because it's relying on external factors, even though to a large extent you're in control of, what you do, who you mix with, and the amount of money you earn. But just remember that happiness starts inside. It's a state of mind and it's a choice. It is a choice and it's a habit. And that's definitely one of the things we're going to be cultivating every single day with these habits we're putting in through this boot camp. So as you think about your goal over the weekend, think about if maybe from that perspective, maybe that those categories of wants and basic desires, if you want to look at those 4 and say, well, is there any which of those 4 isn't where I'd like it to be right now? If my money isn't where I'd like it to be, if my relationships are stale or unhelpful or at worst toxic, if I'm not doing what I enjoy doing. I get one life. Remember the dash between when you're born and when you die. What am I filling my dash with? I want to fill it with things I enjoy doing. And then when it comes to the 6 weeks, you could go big, right? So you could say, well, I want to set a big goal. That's long term. It's a career change. It's to set up a new business. It is to travel the world. It's to buy my dream home. And it's going to be longer term. You could do that. And you could say, in the next 6 weeks, I'm going to use it to develop the habits that are going to take me forward in the direction of that goal. And I'm going to make more progress in those 6 weeks because I'm going to take decisive action towards that goal than I've made in the last 6 months. So you could decide on a goal like that. Or you could say, look, I'm going to look for something that at the end of the 6 weeks, it's done. Something that by the end of the 6 weeks, it could be, a fitness goal. It could be a 6-week fitness challenge. It could be a 6-week nutritional eating the right amount of food challenge. Linked to weight loss, but that I never like that to be the goal. I like the habits to do with weight loss to be the goal. It could be that you want to feel more confident. Now, the goal doesn't have to be like specific and measurable like we're taught in most business performance annual appraisal process. It doesn't have to be smart. You can say, well, I just want to feel, a higher level of confidence by the end of this 6 weeks. So, those two categories, either one's fine, either one's absolutely fine. Prerequisites really are, it should definitely excite you. So it should light you up. It should fire your furnace a little bit. It should fill you with some desire. And it should scare you a little bit. It should feel a little bit uncomfortable. Because when you feel a little bit uncomfortable, you're growing and you're expanding. If you're not feeling a little bit uncomfortable or a little bit scared, then it's probably not the right goal, because it's like easy, it's predictable, mundane. So have it excite you and have it a little bit scary, whatever you decide it to be. The aim here over the 6 weeks, I have 2 pages of intentions that I will read to you at some point. You're going to shine your light more brightly. You're going to shine your light more brightly, inside, outside, for everybody else. And that's what you're going to be doing. And if you do one thing through this 6 weeks and that's what you are able to do, for me, that's a massive win. But it'll be so much more than that. Set a goal. It's going to excite you and scare you a bit, but you're going to be so enthused to be moving towards it that you're going to want to get up and do the work that I'm going to suggest to put these habitual practices in place to feed your mind what it needs to be fed for you to live the life that you should be living. So whatever area of your life, doesn't feel like it's quite where you'd like it to be, we've always got something. There's always one area. Then choose that area and think of a goal around that. Now, if you need help, post it in the group, because as I said on the call yesterday, other people might have the same question. So feel free. This group is to be supportive. We've got nothing to prove. We've got nothing to hide. And we can just be ourselves. So if you've got questions about the goal, and is this a good goal? Is that a good goal? Or you want to keep it generic because you want it to be quite private, that's what it is absolutely fine. The clearer you can get between now and Thursday on what you want to achieve so that you can be out the blocks on Thursday when we get going, the better. So have an amazing weekend. I'll be checking in again and I can't wait to get started. We've got space, so we've definitely got some space. If you want to invite people you think are going to benefit from this, go for it. Get them in the group and then tell them to join. There's a post going out that's going to ask for a final commitment so we can get a final grasp of the number of people who are in this team. And I'm really excited to share the next 6 weeks with you all. So shine your light more brightly this weekend, and I'll see you soon.